Hello, Aries Souls. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki, and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. I am so honored and excited to be doing this reading for you today. For this week's series, I will be channeling messages from thriller books for each zodiac sign. So a couple weeks ago, I went to the library and got a new library card, and I checked out 6 different thriller books. So I will be channeling messages from just one of those books for you today. And the 6 books that I have here to choose from are My Sister, the Serial Killer by Oyakhan Braithwaite, All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris, When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen, The Hunting Wives by May Cobb, Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby, and My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. So this is my TBR right now, and I'm so excited to read all of these. So how this will work, I only have 6 books, but I also have 12 zodiac signs to read for. So what I did was I wrote each book twice on slips of paper. So, for example, with My Lovely Wife, there will be 2 zodiac signs that receive a channeled message from this book. So let's see what your thriller book is, Aries. We have My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. So that is this book right here. And for those of you who are looking for a book recommendation, this book is about a married couple who have been married for 15 years, and they find they're getting bored in their relationship, so they become serial killers and start murdering people. And this has been compared to Dexter meets Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm really excited to read this. It is totally up my alley. And if that sounds like something you would be interested in as well, if you're an avid reader like I am, then there you go. As for the channeled message, there are 371 pages in this book. So I will be using a random number generator from my phone here to let Spirit choose a random page. And I will read the first sentence on that page, and that will be your channeled message from Spirit. We have 345. So let's go to that page. And I would start by looking up various injuries on medical websites. And I would start by looking up various injuries on medical websites. So the first word that I'm hearing very strongly from that channeled message is hypochondriac. So there's an energy here of having something like a health scare of some sort, and then going on the internet and like researching it because one is worried about that. So let's get some more information from your cards here, Aries. The first deck that we are using is the Disney Villain Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your additional messages for my Aries souls? The Seven of Swords. Next, we'll pull a card from the Moonology deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Luck is on your side. Next, we have the Keepers of Light deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Last card. Dewal Cool. Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And your final message will come from the Energy Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your final messages for my Aries souls? We have strategy in reverse. Okay, let's read this channel message from page 345 again. And I would start by looking up various injuries on medical websites. So there's a lot of worrying about something. A hypochondria type of worrying, thinking the worst. So it talks about medical websites. So I do feel that this has to do for a lot of you with something in terms of health, whether this is something about your own health or about somebody that you value. But I'm seeing Spirit is saying that there's nothing to worry about because luck is on your side. So your spirit team, your guides, the divine, they are all divinely guiding and protecting you through this situation right now. What are you overanalyzing? What are you worrying about? I'm not feeling like it's all about health. I feel like that's, for some of you, just like a metaphor that they're using. Like when somebody is so worried about symptoms of something and then they go on the internet and they read up everything about it, and you know what that does is it just keeps the worrying even worse, and it keeps your focus on the problems. It keeps your focus on what is wrong. Spirit is saying to focus on what is right. Focus on the fact that you are very lucky at this time. Luck is on your side. And some of the things that you think are wrong are not actually what is wrong, because we have the Seven of Swords here. So this means that there is something that is not true. So if you have concocted something in your mind about a certain situation, Spirit is saying that that is not true. What else are you bringing forward here about the Seven of Swords, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, they're drawing me to the paper that is being held in here. It's like this paper holds the truth of something. But there's also like this energy of having been told something by doctors, like being told that there isn't a cure for something, or that there's only so much more time to do something with your health. And there's a lot of conditioning and programming in the medical field, and it's not about like blaming them, because those who are still in a 3D level of consciousness, they don't understand that we all have an amazing ability to heal ourselves with the power of our minds, and also doing energy work. So if you have been told that there is not a cure to something, or if you've been told terrible news from the doctor that all is bleak, all is dire, Spirit is saying to change your perception. Don't believe negative information like that, because all the power is within you. And I'm being shown like all these stories that you've seen on the news where people have been told, oh, they only have so much more time to live here on the planet because they have an illness of some sort. And then you see these miracles happen where these people refuse to believe that, and they go on to live like 30, 40 more years. They live a full life because they refuse to accept what someone else was telling them about their own lives. Listen to your own truth, okay? So if you were receiving negative news, whether it was from a doctor or anyone else in your life, this is applicable to all situations. How did you feel when that was told to you? Was there a part of you that said, no, I don't really believe that. I believe I have other options here? Because that was your intuition letting you know what was up, okay? So there are so many miracles that are performed in the world, and a lot of them, it stems from our ability to believe in ourselves and our ability to heal our own bodies with our minds and energy work. It's very, very powerful. I am being called to tell you a story right now. So in 2017, I was experiencing chronic pain in my body, and I went to the doctor, and they took my blood, and my blood count was over 40,000. And my doctor looked at me and she said, you know, this is concerning, because most of the time when I see a count this high, that is very it's indicative of patients who have leukemia. So my doctor was basically telling me there was a possibility that I had leukemia. And she prescribed some medicine for me, and I went home, and I cried because hearing that news was very distressing. And I was prescribed some pain medicine. So I did a lot of prayer. I rested, I took the medicine, and then I went back to the doctor a couple of days later and had my blood taken again. And the doctor said, your blood count now is 11,000. She's like, you're weird. Because she's like, I've never seen it drop that much. So this was before I had my spiritual awakening. So what happened was I was holding on to a lot of anger. I was holding on to a lot of not being able to forgive people in my life. And after my spiritual awakening, and I learned this, I began letting that anger go. I began forgiving those who hurt me, and I began forgiving myself. And after a Kundalini awakening, I had the same symptoms that I had in 2017 return. And as I started to release the anger, the pain just dissipated from my body. I healed myself with my mind and energy work. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Every organ in the body is connected to an emotion of some sort. And there's a very powerful emotion meditation from Louise Hay called Heal Your Body. It's 400 affirmations to heal your body. So I don't know exactly what it is that you're going through right now, Aries, those of you who have this medical scare, but I will link that down below. And as you're listening to it, if you choose to do that, pay attention to which part of your bodies are speaking to you. You might feel a sensation in one area of the body, And listening to the affirmations that Louise Hay says will help you get very specific as to what needs to be released or a new perception to have in terms of what you're experiencing within the body. Okay? With Dawal Kul, Dharma unfolding, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So, whatever you're going through right now, this is all part of your journey. And Spirit is saying to just continue to take steps forward, that your journey is unrolling out as it is supposed to, and luck is literally on your side. So this is a path to happiness. So what you're experiencing right now, you may be here to help others heal their bodies. You may be here to help teach about releasing emotions. You may be here to help people who also have that over analyzing hypochondriac energy, okay? Because how could you help somebody if you didn't understand what they were going through, right? So everything you're experiencing right now is part of your soul's journey and life mission. And with strategy in reverse, Spirit is saying that it's just important to reassess how you're looking at things, to get very clear on what your strategy is for approaching this situation, to believe in yourself, to set goals in terms of what you would like to transpire from this, because you are creating your reality. And it's also important to note that you're not creating it by yourself. You're co-creating it with the universe. And when you know you're not in this all by yourself, that takes an enormous burden off of the shoulders, because then you know you're working alongside the universe with co-creation. Any additional messages for my Aries souls? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, there's something here about listening to something, listening to something very loud and clear. What are you saying to listen to? Yeah, they're saying to listen to your own soul, listen to your own moral compass. Because I'm seeing a lot of you, when you were told certain things that was being read off of a medical report or being given news around a certain situation, it was like a part of you within you said, no. And I do see that there's like a lot of options that you're looking at right now, looking to go through right now. And I'm seeing you want to learn as much as you can about your current situation right now. But Spirit is saying the way you're going about it is not the right way to go about it. There needs to be a revamping of your perception and a revamping of your strategy about how you're looking at it. What do you mean, Spirit? Can you specify that a little more? Thank you. Yeah, I had like a bunch of energy just like shoot from the bottom of my feet up to the top of my head. So I think Spirit wants you to learn a lot about energy healing and learning about how to heal your body with your mind. Because the medical information or whatever information you have heard is not true. And some of you are going through what you're going through right now because you are meant to help other people heal. But you first have to master healing yourself so you can help others heal. That is all that I am seeing. Those are all of your messages. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.